Hi, friends. I am Lacey Hoseman. I'm going to jump right into this. I'm Lacey Hoseman. I am star director over Team Dream Chasers and Storymakers. And today I'm going to talk to you about attracting through authenticity. This is me on any normal day, probably wearing something very childlike. Trying to be somewhat put together, but there's still something a little bit off and weird about me. And so that kind of what you see is what you get. This is me, day 2 of e-learning this week. After a day off last week, professional development, a long weekend because of a holiday, and now the 2 extra days. So I may look kind of put together, no, down. But I am wearing my new animal print leggings that I have not taken off for 3 days because I love them. And my favorite ear headband, whatever. So I want to talk to you a little bit today about attracting through authenticity. Number 1, you should be doing this in your business anyway to get PRV. You should be doing this in your relationships. You should be doing this at your work, regardless of what you do. Being authentic in your everyday life is something that I think everybody benefits from. We are never good at being someone else. We're only good at being ourselves. So, how does this apply to your business? Authenticity is the reason why people come back to support you. It is the reason why people choose you as their Scentsy consultant. If they could get the exact same experience from buying from someone on eBay, then they would probably go there. However, the idea that they are buying from a real person with a real family with a real story is what applies to most of our customers. So the same reason why people choose to buy from you is the exact reason why we don't do some of the following. We all know that complaining on social media is a big no-no. We also know that being political in our posts, or maybe being super opinionated or negative about a certain topic, we don't need to do that on social media. So, although it is your social media and you are allowed to be opinionated if you'd like to, when it comes to running a business, it's not always the most efficient. So you need to be the light that somebody needs. So when I first started selling Scentsy, one of the things that I would do is I was very adamant on showing people that I had been going through a huge life change. The community with Scentsy is so uplifting and encouraging and moving that every single day I would post a motivational post, whether it be a positivity quote or something I was grateful for. I wanted to make sure that I was being the light that somebody needed. And this doesn't necessarily even apply. I had no idea at the time that I was going to be attracting people to want to do what I do. I just wanted people to know that what I was doing was having an impact on me and that it wasn't a fake multi-level marketing scheme. Since he was real for me, and it still is real for me, and I wanted it to be taken seriously from them. So yes, what I have never been one to cold message people. You guys have all gotten the cold messages from like Usborne Books or It Works. They are pretty skilled when it comes to cold messaging people. One of the ways that I am always ensuring that I am authentic, unless it is details on a personal special, I'm not always able to copy and paste a message and then send it to the next person. If I'm able to do that, I'm doing my business wrong. Scentsy is about building relationships. It's about customizing orders to what each person needs. Um, hey, Steve, I know that you're really into Berry Bright. And it was one of your favorites last summer. I just want to let you know that it is currently available in cardboard clips, so we can get your truck decked out too. Just wanted to let you know. Let me know if you need anything. Love you, Mia, Lacey. That is an example of something that I would send instead of like, hey, just wanted to let you know I'm sending in an order in by Sunday. Like, I customize a lot of my messages, which is why follow up sometimes takes me a long time. Although there is a time and a place for Maven if there's something specific that I'm wanting to tell people, and I try to do something specific and meaningful and relationship based. Probably, honestly, probably 3 times a day. I just try to make sure that I'm reaching out to 20 on a personal level every week. Now, that's like PRV wise. So if I was going to focus on recruiting, sorry, a squirrel. If I was going to focus on recruiting, some of the things that I would evaluate first is, how does Scentsy work for me? What are some of the reasons why I stay here? I mean, it's been, when did I start? 2014. So it's been 8 years. It's been 8 years. What are some of the reasons I stay? For me, it's the community, it's the travel, it's the words of affirmation love language that I love so much. It's feeling appreciated for the first time in my life by a company that I love the products. So those are some of the reasons why I stay. Another reason why I stay is the financial freedom to be able to work a job that the pay would not normally provide for my family. It just means a lot to me to do that job. Another reason I stay would be because I can work it in my schedule. It allows me to provide fundraising for schools and places I care about. And it provides me an avenue to help in that way. So after you come up with a list of the reasons why you're here, or the reasons why Scentsy works for you, after you understand that, it'll become a lot easier for you to figure out how Scentsy will work for other people. Sometimes you just see people and you realize that they are, I really don't want to say this out loud. And what Scentsy has brought to me, sometimes it's easier for you to notice how Scentsy could benefit someone else. So when I first came to Scentsy, I was in a really, really bad relationship with my son's father. And Scentsy brought me purpose. Scentsy brought me life and light and meaning. It gave me a purpose and a path to find myself and be okay with being strong and independent and surrounded by a community of loving and giving women. I am not at all who signed up for Scentsy. I honestly couldn't tell you why I joined Scentsy other than looking at Christina's life. It was one of those things where I remember staring, I want that. I want that happy. I want that passion. I want that purpose. I want that joy. I want that spark. And so if you can identify the reasons why you joined and the reasons what or the reasons why you joined, and what you want out of this business, it'll be a lot easier for you to find it and how it would fit for someone else. And the reason why I joined is not going to be the reason why Cheryl joined. It's not going to be the reason why Danielle came back. It's not going to be the same reason, but you just have to figure out who could benefit and what you have to offer them. And it's not a scheme. If you are in this business and you feel like this is a scheme, you're probably going to not last very long. In fact, I can pretty much say anybody that has joined and is working their business doesn't feel like this is a scheme. This is real life. This is real joy. This is real stories. This is the biggest blessing. It's not a burden to offer anyone this opportunity. It's a blessing. So you need to start thinking about shifting your way of thinking when it comes to recruiting. So why would things work for them? Sometimes people just want to be hobby level. They just want the discount. They want to be able to put in a party whenever they want to put it in and get their half price and hostess items and like hostess credit, and that's it. Some people just really need a community of friends. I know a lot of people that don't have a lot of friends in their real life, and so they join Scentsy in order to like inherit that community. Personal growth, they want to challenge themselves with something. Of course, for the extra money. Some people join solely for the purpose of all of my Scentsy checks are going towards this wedding, or they're going towards my honeymoon vacation. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom and I'm going to need to provide for my family in some way because I'm having a baby next spring. Everybody has their own reason of why this will work for them. Okay, so who? This is my favorite thing to do in the world, and I challenge myself with this all the time. Your dream team, and it's constantly changing. People on my dream team are people that are acting like Scentsy consultants without being Scentsy consultants. So people that are naturally bubbly, people that are attracting people to them without any real purpose, and like streamlining them with Scentsy would give them a purpose. So people that are really good at marketing their home or their life or their family, they take really good lifestyle pictures. People with a good following, people that are very relationship based. Usually these are the people that I like to seek out for the Scentsy opportunity. And I like to plant a seed because I don't like making myself extremely vulnerable. So like one of the things I'll do is I'll make an image of like, not usually like a hostess kit, or one of the things I would do is create an image of like a tribe of women where like there's like best friends hugging and high-fiving, and I would be like, I have found so much purpose and so much fulfillment in this opportunity, in this business. I've gotten so much more than my $99 out of it. And you would just like make this gratitude post of what Scentsy has done for you, and then say, and I've kind of been brainstorming about other people in my life that would benefit from this. And tagging people and then publicly complimenting them on the reasons why they would be good at Scentsy, flattering them and allowing their friends and family to see, even if they don't say, okay, I'll do it. You have just planted a seed, and whether that return is immediate or 2 years from now, or whether you inspired their mom or their best friend, like, hey, I would be good at that too. Sometimes when I post things like that, it's not necessarily the people I tag, but people that are like, oh, I could do that. You think that they would be good at that because of like the pictures and the Instagramming and their social media understanding? Like, I would be really good at that. And so then people will message you and comment on it just because they see something in themselves that you saw in another person. So I like to do it more on a forum like that, where I'm like publicly complimenting someone versus like sending them a message. Hey girl, I saw your post about needing some extra income. Just wanted to throw that out there that if you host a party, we could get you a hostess kit. Also, hostess kits, hello. Every single time you close a party, you should find a hostess. Whether, like, when you're collecting orders, you should have a wait list. This is something I need to personally be better about. You should have a wait list of people that want to join Scentsy for a discounted price. Do you hear that? My kids are listening to Kids Bop, who let the dogs out. Oh my God. Okay, but anyway. Now it's raining tacos. Oh my God. Authenticity at its finest, right? But anyway, so if you guys want to, maybe what we should do is challenge with a dream team post. And after you post your dream team post, come back and say, done. And then you can reply to yourself if you get any interest from it. That would be something that would be super cool to see how effective. That's something that's always worked for me, and I really hope it does. Oh my gosh, what a shot in the face that would be if it didn't work for you. However, I promise you, if you don't get any interest, number one, it's making you more confident in complimenting people publicly. Number two, it's planting seeds. And number three, it's just really good for you to post about recruiting or sponsoring or whatever it is that you're choosing to call it. Anyway, I love you guys. This is something I'm super passionate about, is just being yourself. Because remember, it's easier to be yourself than it is anybody else. Just want to point that out if you haven't read it by now. Love you. Mean it. Bye.